It's in the game. to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a team from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. They're going to try an onside kick on the opening kickoff. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Man, these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
Oh, better look out! He's knocked down at the 34, but they're sort of hitting them in the mouth with a 6-yard pickup there. The Razorbacks in a good spot here with second and short. It's complete! And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Great execution on the RPO, and the receiver had some time to find the soft spot in the zone and make himself open for the quarterback and make it a much easier pass. Great job.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
It's complete to the right. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
He's got it on the move. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be first and goal from the 6.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the third down, now setting up first and goal.
And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
He didn't even have a chance to get back to the line. What a job by this defensive front. So they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. Coming out with it, it's Marion. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll leave it with him. Turning it on. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Running game got it done on the last play. Now it's first down. They'll ride the hot hand. Gets it past the marker. At the 45 on his way. He's loose down the left side. And he slipped through the crowd not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. And he's not going to take the touchback. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking to throw, it's Green. Fires to the right. Got him downfield. Right down the gut of the field. The 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Arkansas!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it out. It's Marion. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. We've had some early scores. They get the ball back, trailing by a field goal, 10-7. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. The throw. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a grab past the marker. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Makes the catch. It's Lofton. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. The Hurricanes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Just keeps slinging it. Gets rid of it. Caught near the sticks. It's Fletcher. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. Trying to take it back. The 10, and he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Razorbacks. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And he added the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring this one out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Flying out to the left. 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Canes.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Slips through the line. He's got it out. There he goes. Open it up. Just barely able to keep him from pouncing it on that one. What a nice return. This dude is absolute electricity when he gets the ball in his hands. And the Razorbacks trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on 1st down.
A really good play by this defense, seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't fooled. They played the run, came up, made a nice tackle, got the running back on the ground.
Looking for a pass to the end zone to the right. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And in that situation on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Arkansas! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Makes a move. Oh, what vision. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. From inside the 10, here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Moves around to clear up the vision. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior.
Listen, sometimes you know as a quarterback, I got to scramble, I get outside the pocket, nothing's there, live to fight another down. Good job not forcing the football. Incompletion, move on.
On the run, it's Russell. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To the air, it's Green. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. It's a running room. He's at the 20. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now 1st and goal.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest.
Touchdown, Razorbacks! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Marriott. And the returner will be brought down. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big...
Going for it all. And they almost came up with that pick in the end zone. What a stop that would have been.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job making a play, forcing the incompletion.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. It's Green. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
And the defense finally steps up, man. They've had a tough day down here near the goal line defending the pass. Like, he's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. Nice job on this play. Nice response.
Touchdown, Arkansas! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the 2nd half to get some stops.
And the point after is good. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He'll bring it out. It's Marriott. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll start this drive with a pass. Here he goes breaking the pocket. On the move, he fires. He's got an open man. There he goes. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. And the Canes moving quickly to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Going over the top. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
Grab behind the line. It's Fletcher. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get one more snap before the half. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He lets it fly. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. Just about set to get this second half underway. Fielded in the end zone, it's Marion. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the 3rd quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Back to pass, it's back. Pocket breaking down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's cut.
That is a good omen for this defense. They were getting lit up in the first half. They knew something had to change. So to set the tone like this early on their opening drive of the 3rd quarter, get a stop on 3rd, that should really help their confidence.
They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on 4th down. Fires to the middle. And they can't connect a costly turnover on downs.
Nice job by the defense there. You talk about when you have your foot on the neck of your opponent, you just keep the pressure down, right? You don't take it off. And with that opportunity on 4th down in their opponent's territory, you get the stop. You now get an opportunity here in the second half to build on your 2-possession lead.
Looking down the middle. Wideout trying to get it in. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. A 1st down run on the doorstep. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And the stomping has commenced. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Marion. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Touchdown, Arkansas! What a play! Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Coming out with it, it's Marion. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Here comes the heat. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Well, this is huge for this defense because they're playing against a Heisman-caliber quarterback, a guy that can hurt them in a variety of ways. They better be able to get pressure on him throughout the course of this game. They did right there.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
Not a lot of good plays for third in California, so you're just trying to get a completion and help out your punter, but they can't even get that executed.
And the Hurricanes decide to punt it. Oh, they faked it, snapped it to the up man. They weren't fooled for a minute. He is nowhere close to the first down, and they'll turn it over.
And the fake punt. The idea of the fake punt is so great. I'm going to catch you off guard, get a free first down. But when it goes south, everybody's ticked off. Why did you do it? What a stupid play call. So if you just called it, I'm sorry, but that's what I'd say.
You know, these throws to the perimeter of the field can be so tricky for a quarterback. You've got to be pinpoint accurate and have great timing. You didn't see it there from the QB.
Quarterback on the keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet.
And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
Well, that play never had a chance. On fourth down, they're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on fourth.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Scanning the field, it's Beck. Trying to burn this defensive back. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
You got got to give the defense credit here because they came out here in the second half with the goal of putting the clamps on this passing attack, and they have not allowed a completion yet in the third quarter. This offense is throwing time and time again, nothing there.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And the Canes racing to the line in the hurry-up. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Daniels. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Back to pass on second down. Oh, they're after him. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, it's third and short. They're throwing for it. They just can't come up with that one. Setting up a big decision now for the head coach on fourth down.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to throw, it's Green. Under fire! And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
They go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Makes a connection. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the third. We've reached the break. Arkansas has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of three. Let's take a look at how we got here. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. The give as they work on that clock.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's...
And the ball is free on the... Speeding down the left side. The 40. At the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Miami. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And how about this defense, man? They just keep making plays. Another forced turnover and another touchdown. Man, they don't just scoop these fumbles up. They're scooping them up with the intent to score. Their second fumble return for a touchdown today.
Why not double the try total and go for two? Makes the grab for the two-point conversion as they cut further into that lead.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. send out this offense. To the air, it's Green. Unleashes one deep. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
I just love the fact that the defense is out there and they're still battling and they're still fighting. Obviously, they're way down here late in the fourth quarter, but they still think they have a chance to win. Don't tell them the game's over. That's a great individual effort on that interception.
He'll start this drive firing. A strike downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Canes headed quickly to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Fletcher. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They're dealing with a second and long.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Hurricanes are on the move.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And the Canes can really attack on this second and short. Back to pass, it's Beck. Throws toward the end zone. Another interception. That's his fourth of the day. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 23. It's a 15-yard pickup to get them way out of their own end. It's first down from their own 23-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
They've got the lead, but here in the fourth quarter, it's starting to dwindle. And if they're going to hang on to this game, they've got to be able to run it. It's a really tough thing to do when the opponent knows exactly what you're going to do, but this is what you train for. You've got to be the more physical unit right now.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Hurricanes!
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
Two-point conversion attempt is on the way. The snap sets up the throw. Incomplete on the two-point try, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if they get another chance.
You don't see offensive pass interference called very often, so usually you know it's pretty blatant. It's pretty obvious. It's a severe push-off or, obviously trying to break up a play so you don't give up a pick, but clear offensive pass interference on that play.
They're on it. They recover the onside kick, and they get it right back.
And there's still life in this team. Obviously, they're down here in the fourth quarter, but they're able to execute the onside kick. They retain possession. And now let's see what happens.
Looking for a man. It's Beck. He wants a big play here late. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of
unloads it downfield. Catch in stride inside the 15. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. Wants to go up top. Snagged out of the air. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. He's going for the goal line. Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown still alive in this one.
Step 1 by this offense complete. Really nice job. They had to get the touchdown. Now we got to go for the 2-point conversion, cut this thing to 8, so we got a chance to tie the game late with some late game heroics.
They'll try to pound their way in. He's into the end zone, and we've got a 1-possession game in the 4th quarter. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. 45 seconds left to go, and the whole thing pretty much comes down to this onside kick. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Using his legs, it's Russell. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Makes a man miss. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to...
Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Looking for more room.
Let's go. This is how you make it interesting. Your defense has to come through, has to make the big play, and they do. Clock running out, you get the ball back to your offense. Way to force the issue, create the interception.
To throw, it's Beck. Looking to take a shot. He's got it inside the 15. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Last chance coming up. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. The ball hits the ground, and this thing is over. An absolutely heartbreaking loss. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments that can jump up and bite you.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.